Hey everybody, it's your boy, the Tatum Meister here, with a brand new video. Hooray! I got a mustache, what the fuck? Anyway, so, today, I'm gonna be giving my review on the new Netflix movie called The Ritual, sorry. This is a new Netflix horror movie that just came out, like, literally a few days ago. I watched it a few days ago, or was it a couple days ago? I think it was last week it came out. It's a new horror movie. The point is, it's a new horror movie. But I'm going to give my review on it. Now, honestly, yeah. Valentine's Day was yesterday. I wanted to do a stream yesterday, but I forgot. I'm going to do an Omegle stream soon. I haven't done an Omegle stream in a while, so I thought, hey, might as well do one. But that won't probably come out till tomorrow or something. Or maybe the day after. I might be doing a Black Panther review, too, because I'm seeing Black Panther tomorrow. Although I might just wait till Sunday or Monday to do it, because, I kind of want to watch it twice, because it's Black Panther. But anyway, so let's get back to the review. So, The Ritual. You're probably wondering, what is this movie about? What is the hype around this movie? Well, basically The Ritual is about these guys that get lost in the forest. What do you fucking do? If you guys haven't seen the trailer yet, I'm going to put the trailer... Let me just give you a sneak peek here.
Rob would have loved this place. He's a good man. The best of us.
You know, they have walking trails in England. Pubs.
Come on, man, that's your soul.
It's twisted. It's twisted.
Right, yeah. Easy.
Look, we go southwest through here. We cut the journey now.
Through the forest.
Yeah, why not?
We should have gone to Vegas.
Oh, you'd have found something to fall over in Vegas too, mate. Now, is it me, or is it really quiet in here?
It's been gutted. Could be hunters out.
Getting soaked. You hear that? Don't hear anything, come on. Together, man.
What the fuck is that? Fucking hell, we don't know where we are!
So, yeah, that was The Ritual, trailer. Yeah. This is probably my first, real bad review. I wouldn't even call it bad review, but on the channel, because I don't know, this movie was this is really weird. Okay, so first off, let's start with my positives, because unlike the real talk, I start with the positives first, and then I get to the negatives. Because with the bad review, I start with the positives. So the positives I have for The Ritual. Well, it's a really good plot. I like the plot. There's nothing wrong with it. It's got pretty decent screenwriting, pretty decent characters, and especially Luke, the main character. His development and arc is amazing in this film. And I do like what they did with this monster. The monster in the movie is very interesting. And you have to actually watch it to understand, because it really doesn't really fit into the horror genre. It really does not. It's more like a suspenseful thriller kind of movie, and I don't know. You barely get to see the monster. You only really get to see the monster towards the end, and then you kind of wish you didn't see it because it's fucking creepy looking as hell. And also, how do I explain this? Basically, the monster doesn't really have a point to the story. The plot overall is actually really good, but it doesn't make any sense. It's kind of it had a good concept. It had a good idea for a film. The film, and by the way, the guy that directed this did VHS, and his name is, go on a second. Okay, so the movie is directed by David Bruckner, and David Bruckner's done a couple of other small movies, but this is his first, full-length director debut. And this movie's also produced by Andy Serkis, and if you guys know who Andy Serkis is, he's the guy that is in Lord of the Rings, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. He does a lot of CGI stuff, but he's also directing the Mowgli movie. He also directed this movie. He did, I think it was called Mute. Not Mute, sorry. Silent. What was it called? Let me look it up, actually. Andy Serkis did directing. Yeah, what's that? Yeah. Breathe, that's what it's called. So, Andy Serkis is amazing. If you don't know who he is, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But he produced this movie a little bit. I feel like he didn't have much to do with this movie, though. I feel like it was mostly David Bruckner doing most of the work. But did David do a good job? I mean, he isn't Andy Muschietti. I mean, Andy Muschietti, the director of It, is phenomenal. I mean, God, if you watch Mama, you know what I'm fucking talking. He knows how to do horror. Does David know how to do it? Not really, no. I feel like David was trying to make this more of a psychological film, and he didn't really do that very well either. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of this movie had some good moments, like the part where they're talking to each other. That was some good dialogue. The part where you're seeing Luke's flashbacks, those are really good. The ending, the biggest positive I have with the movie is the beginning and ending sequences of this. Like if the movie was more like the beginning and ending, this movie would have been way freaking better. Like the beginning and ending sequences were so awesome. But the middle, from the second half to the fourth half, like the second to third quarter of the movie is just so pointless, I feel like especially the third quarter, because you're wondering who these fucking people are, like, that have captured them. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, it just feels so fucking confusing. Like, you can't keep up with the plot because it just doesn't make sense. Like, why is the monster killing people? What is the monster? What are these people doing in the forest? Why did they decide to walk through the forest? Don't they ever watch other horror movies? What? I mean, well, most horror movies have said, yeah, the forest fucking sucks. You probably shouldn't walk in there. But I guess these bozos are like, yeah, let's just walk through the forest. What could possibly go wrong? Well, obviously, no. I mean, the movie was so predictable, too. Like, oh, yeah, walk into the forest. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Oh, walk into this scary-looking fucking house. What could possibly go wrong there? It just didn't feel like It. Like, It was so fucking well done. You couldn't predict shit. Pennywise was such an amazing character. Every one of the characters had character development and amazing sequences. I mean, comparing this to It is like comparing a fucking a fucking tiny-ass cupcake to a gigantic chocolate cake filled with fucking, Reese's and shit. I mean, there is no fucking comparison. This movie it just feels underwhelming is the main point. It feels underwhelming. I was expecting, I knew it's a Netflix movie, maybe I shouldn't be picking at it too much. But I feel like, a movie directed by Andy Serkis, and David Bruckner should be better than this. I know this is technically his first movie, but, like, dude, you've done VHS. You've done, like, other movies besides this. Like, fuck, David. It could have been so great, but instead, they just didn't give a fuck. And that's what disappointed me here. I mean, like, what the fuck? Like, David, you're supposed to be this amazing director here, dude. Like, you did VHS. You helped with Siren. You helped with The Signal. Those are all great movies. How the hell did you not do good on this? I don't understand. Like, really, dude. Now, is it the worst Netflix movie of all time? No, I wouldn't say that. I think that title would have to go to probably, Emoji Movie? No. I actually don't know. Is there a worse Netflix movie of all time? I'm not really sure. I don't even know if there's a worse Netflix show of all time. I actually have to look this up. But, is it the best Netflix movie? No. Bright is way better. Imperial Dreams is way better. Message of the King is way better. Godzilla is way better. I mean, there's so many better Netflix movies you can watch other than this. It's kind of sad, honestly. I mean, I was expecting more from this movie. It had a 68% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's, like, really fucking high. That's higher than Bright's rating. I was expecting it to be freaking amazing, and instead it was just like, okay, it's okay. Predictable and so hard to follow, it's like, what the fuck? So overall, I give this movie a 5.8 out of 10 at the most. 5.8. It's not even hardly an enjoyable mess. Like, Luke was amazing. The ending and beginning sequences were amazing. If the rest of the movie was like those parts, it would have been so great. But it's just like, what the fuck? Like, the second and third quarter of this movie are so fucking bad. It's like, what is going on here? Like, this is some bullshit. Like, most of the characters were cool. I liked the dialogue between them. But I didn't really like most of these characters. Like, Luke was the only one I really enjoyed, and I'm kind of glad they all died. Spoiler alert, sorry. I'm glad everybody died besides Luke, because they fucking suck. I didn't like them. I mean, Luke was the only cool character, and everybody else sucked. I honestly didn't give a fuck that they died. And that's sad. You're supposed to be... I mean, horror movies are supposed to make you love the characters. Like It, like Carrie, like fucking Stephen King novels, like Exorcist, like fucking... Those are the horror movies I love. Those are amazing. But this one was just like, okay, it's like, we're just gonna fucking go take the horror cliche and just expand it and make it even stupider. Okay. I don't know. I just really got disappointed with this movie. So 5.8 out of 10 is the highest I'm gonna give it. Because honestly, it just frustrated me. It's like, this movie could have been amazing. Like, what the fuck? I wanted it to be amazing. Like, I know Netflix isn't the best place in the world, but they Imperial Dreams, and they make amazing stuff sometimes. I mean, Cloverfield Paradox was way better than this. Like, Cloverfield Paradox didn't even have a fucking trailer when it came out, and it still was better than this. Like, what the hell is this shit? But anyway, guys, that's my review on The Ritual. If you haven't checked it out yet, I mean, I guess you should watch it. I'm just saying, you might get disappointed. I'm just saying. I'm just warning it right now. Don't go into this movie thinking it's going to be the best Netflix horror movie of all time, because it really fucking ain't. But so this is my first real bad review on a movie. I'm sorry. I just really didn't enjoy this film. I mean, it's pretty sad when the Netflix Death Note, which gets more hate than this, is like way fucking better than this. Like, the Death Note movie is actually really fucking good. I actually want to watch it again. I mean, this one fucking sucked. Like, what the fuck? Like, the director did such a shitty job on this. Like, I was expecting so much more out of this. Like, what the fuck? But I might watch it again just to... Data Master signing out.